How's everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday? Nice Tuesday. Just some interesting happenings that happened on some things that we tend to be looking at. PEPSI, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's not as gorgeous as something else we're about to look at, but this is beautiful. Now, you might have bought Pepsi and said, "Oh, Pepsi sucks right now. This ain't cool, man." Well, you just did what was based on your system. We were talking last week about how Pepsi was hoping to have a nice pullback because it seemed like it was getting tired up here. And right now, it's halfway to where we were looking to buy. Okay. We were looking to possibly get a position down here in 160, 163, start taking a little nibble in order to complete this round trip maneuver. And we're on the way down. We were at 178 and we are just about halfway down to where we were looking to get a buy down here. If you're looking to buy, you want the buyers to be getting punished as you're buying. Vice versa, if you're looking to sell, you're looking for the sellers to be punished as you're selling. Okay? So as they're getting punished, you're slowly entering your short positions. Vice versa, as price is going down, okay, you're not selling with it, you're buying with it. If you're a contrarian trader. It's a dangerous thing being a contrarian trader, okay? It's very dangerous. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to have the position size to be able to stay in a position and see it through. And it's just like we were talking yesterday about a potential scalp on pound versus dollar, okay? GBP USD, and how we were talking about, okay, maybe it will fill our order, maybe it won't. Well, it filled our order at 133,600, and it took that order very nicely, danced around a little bit, started to drop a little bit. Okay, great, we're looking good. And then it just kind of paused. It didn't make a lower low, so we just backed out because it wasn't giving us what we wanted. If it doesn't give you what you want on a scalp, you get out. You don't try to hold a scalp into a swing trade. I keep repeating that, not to anybody, just to myself, that a scalp is a scalp and it's not meant to be a swing trade. A swing trade, the goal of my swing trades when I enter something on a higher time frame is to be able to stay in it. Because more often than not, the analysis plays out to where we project. It just takes longer than we anticipate, or it goes more against us than we anticipate. So if something plays out more often than not on where you think it's going to end up, but the negative part is that it goes more against you than you ever thought it would, then you need to lighten up your size and fight to stay in the move, which is what I do now. Goal number one, when I'm entered into a swing trade, all I'm worried about is staying in. Am I low position enough to where I can stay in no matter what it does? That seems silly, but until you really see it through your move, most people, they can't trade like that. I'm starting to realize over a few years now, that's kind of why most people lose money in this industry. Because they can't handle a drawdown. They're not willing to lose. I'm just saying, for example here, they're not willing to lose $5,000 in order to make $30,000. Okay, they're not willing. They're willing to make that $30,000 on a position, But they're not willing to lose that $5,000. They refuse to lose that. That's too much. Too much. You know. It's only a 6-to-1 ratio. $5,000, $30,000. That's only a 6-to-1. That's not that big. Okay? It's a little big, but it's not that big. 6-to-1 is beautiful. You know, that's a beautiful. If you can be hitting 6-to-1s, you do that all day long. If you're hitting 6-to-1s, that's a great risk reward in my personal opinion. I love 6-to-1s. So that's the issue I am starting to realize. It seems to me, just in my perception, with most people, is they refuse to be willing to lose that $5,000. But they're more than willing to take the $30,000 take profit. But what happens is they have a great idea, okay? The chart's telling them something. Their analysis is like, okay, I think we're going to do this, and probably here, and end up here over time. Okay, great. They enter the position. But once the position goes against them a little bit, you know, they're in a drawdown of $1,500, they close the trade. I'm just going to close it, you know. That's too much loss. Well, you know, you got to give it a little more room than that, buddy, you know. You really do. You know, when you enter a position, the first thing you have to say is, the money's gone. It's gone, you know. Not only what I put in there, but my entire balance, gone. And just remove it from your mind. It seems crazy, but what happens, I think, is a lot of people, they end up doing that over and over and over again, you know. It's not going my way, I'm down $1,000, I'll just get out, you know. And then, this looks good right here, let me get back in here. And they get back in, and it goes down another $900 against them. I'm wrong again, and they close it. Well, within one morning, they're down $2,400, and later in the afternoon, Asia session, overnight Euro session, it ended up doing exactly what they wanted it to do, and they could have made that $30,000. But instead, they lost $2,400 because they're not sticking to their game plan, you know. So that's just kind of how it is on swing trading for me personally now. A lot of times, if I'm entering a swing position, I don't even have a stop. That seems crazy, but I'm at the point now where I'm comfortable when knowing when I need to stop or not. Okay? So if I'm in a swing trade, I don't care about stop. I don't have a stop. Price could go to a 0. I could care less. It doesn't matter to me. It's not going to hurt me that bad. You know? I just want to be able to stay in the move. I want to be able to stay in the position, because over time I keep seeing, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I'll get off Pepsi here. I always tend to get on a little rant here. But you know we're going to check out our boy. Not to get a little excited on you, but check this out. Five Below. We've been talking past couple weeks. All right. You know where we were looking at it. We were talking about it down here in the $70 area. This is where we were talking about it. And we said, okay, we think Pepsi is going to recover this gap. Well, looky here. A couple weeks later, gap recovered. Beautiful. Sitting at $95. Five Below is a gorgeous thing to behold right now. Gorgeous. I mean, and we're holding our monthly trend that we have out here. Okay? There's no reason why Five Below can't be 160. No reason at all. Everybody saw all this red candles, and they just think Five Below is bleeding out to death. That's the moment when price flips on you. When you just absolutely think, it's done for. When you think a stock is done for, that's when you need to buy. That is the exact moment when it instantly reverses price and goes the other direction for the next few months. So it's going to be beautiful to be watching Five Below for the rest of the year. It's end of September. I can't wait to come back in December and see this bad boy at 160. That would be gorgeous. Beautiful money right there. Buy at 70, sell at 160. Ho, 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 ho. That is a thing of beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. So right now, Five Below is behaving. It could pull back, a little retest. That'd be a nice time to get in, you know. Personally, if I'm looking to load up more on Five Below, I would be looking for it to stop out this candle right here. Take some of that liquidity to there, which is at the $73 level. So we might have a position at $73. And then if it gets filled, great. We just added to our position even more for the slow ride up. That will happen. We have a mental stop in play on this, you know. I don't want it to break that $65 area. Okay. So it's going to be a lot of key watching it when it gets down here to the 73. 73 to 65, I'm going to be watching it like a hawk to see if it's still valid. I want to see some nice, sharp wicks down, you know, and getting bought right back up. That'll give me the proof of the move that this is a, you know, temporary bottom on the swing trade idea we have for Five Below. I love everybody. I hope you enjoy my ranting and raving on this crazy channel where I talk about my personal trading journey and things that I look into and how I look at them. And I will talk to everybody on the next episode. Peace.